To be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Tennessee Titans.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson now. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. On first down, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Here's Tua. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2nd down at 4. From the gun, it's Tua. This will go to Henry out wide. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Henry again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll run. It's Henry. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time. Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Tua now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2nd and 11. Henry up the middle. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 19 yards away. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the 44, Tua. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Yeah, he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try to run this one in. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Browns open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. 1 back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now. 1 back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NF Touchdown Browns. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So here are the Browns to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. Touchdown. David Njoku with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Browns continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On fourth down, Jackson. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Again, Jackson. Dancing to his left. The catch is made by Ellington.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Dances back, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And a nice play on the end of it. An 18-yard touchdown run.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He's got and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Chris Barnes.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. A deep ball for Ellington. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now it's Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.